Hi everyone. I thought I'd make a quick video on why you don't need to be a professional to successfully invest in the stock market. This is going to be with reference to, or specific reference to, South African stocks, but it definitely applies to all over the world. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So number one is that there are professionals like chartered accountants and actuaries that already do that work in a sense, or supposed to. CEOs and those types of guys usually are chartered accountants or actuaries, or really smart and professional people. So hopefully they run the company properly, especially if it's like a JSE top 40 company. Like I said, not always, but their motive is to grow the company, is to make sure that the company receives enough income to pay expenses and to make profit, and even hopefully pay out dividends to shareholders. So most companies have that motive. It's in place. So I think you don't really need to you really don't need to be a professional to know whether a top 40 company is more likely to succeed than a very small company. It's obvious that a top company, chances are that it will survive or outlive smaller companies. The second reason is why you don't need to be a professional is you can follow media, you can follow social media. They are really great. Some people on Twitter that really are very helpful when you're starting your journey. People like, I think his Twitter handle is JSE Guru. I like, reading his tweets. And SA Stock Picks, I think, as well. There are various. There's even some Namibian people, people that sort of really give some good, insightful tweets. There's also another specific lady. She's a chartered accountant, and she specifically invests, or I think trades from home. Forgot her name, but I'll post her Twitter handle for you guys as well. And then there's media like MoneyWeb. Read MoneyWeb. They've got some great articles. Business Live. There's a lot of free information out there for you to make informed decisions, where people really take out all the jargon and then simplify the information into something that that us lay people can consume. The third reason is use your common sense. Just use your common sense. Companies that you think can generate strong income should succeed. So if you sort of know of a company that is really has a good customer base, for example, I'm making an example like a telecom company, maybe like Vodacom or MTN, who wants to expand into the African continent or things like that, then buy it. If you start hearing that there's a company that is possibly been accused of fraud, or there's smoke that you see, then just stay away from it. But you can even use Simply Wall Street. If you don't have common sense really, or you don't know how to apply it, I know it's not really a good example, then you can use even simplywall.st, Simply Wall Street. That site gives some good information as to the strength of companies' dividends that it pays out, money that it pays out to investors and stuff. So there's a lot of tools out there that sort of simplify the all this information for lay people. The fourth reason is you can use simple methods. So this falls again under using common sense as well. Like, you can buy the dip in a company. So if you see that a company has had an upward trend and all of a sudden the stock is down like 30% or 10%, provided that you don't find any, adverse or sort of fraudulent news articles around it, then I think you should sort of look into that, and this will narrow down all your options for you, so that you can sort of see where you'd allocate a bit more capital. Or simple method is buy the brands you love. If you love a particular brand, or if you know many people love a particular brand or company, then just buy it. If you shop at Pick and Pay most of the time and you buy foods that Tiger Brands produces, then why don't you buy that, or together with RCL, or for example. But then also do some research as just start. And I think that's sort of the number 5 reason, is to just start, because even if you just start with 10 Rand or something, with Easy Equities, I think you can even literally start with like a Rand or 50 cents even. But just start, because once you start, you'll see that you'll get the gist of things, and you'll end up reading up more. Most people like me, I became interested, and I started to read up more, do more research, and that's how I started to learn about balance sheets and cash flow, and sort of got to know sort of the how to analyze the fundamentals on a stock, and technical analysis later. But really, like, just start. I think if you start, then you've really done the most important step, which is to ensure that you can also benefit from it. And if you don't start, then at least you know that you'll never do it unless you start. So just start.